Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 295 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kevin, along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
How we doing?
Fantastic. If this is the first time you're ever seeing, hearing, or listening to us, this is the Two Player Co-op Podcast, where just about every week, two brothers get together to tell you everything you need to know about in the world of video games. If you like that, make sure to like the video, subscribe with your... Share it with your friends, family, and everyone in betwixt. I was looking at Sean's screen trying to figure out what he's doing when he's not paying attention, so I messed up. If you only double R as in a letter, it's just thank you.
He retracted.
Oh, crap.
We saw that, James.
Damn it, James. If you only listen on audio services, that's cool too. Just make sure you leave a thumbs up, 5-star review, or anything your service allows. If you really like us, you can go to patreon.com/2playercoop. Where, for just $1 and all these benefits stack...
Che. Forgot about Che.
Che. They're like, what the hell are these idiots talking about? See, okay, he didn't redact it.
According to Google, it doesn't
James
show
is
up
right.
here. Oh, but there's also no Che. And there's no double L, so this one's wrong.
You're looking at something made for kids.
Canta con Jess. Sing with Jess.
You want me to call Jess? NASCAR?
NASCAR?
What the hell are we doing? Okay, NASCAR? Okay, can we stop?
A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, A.
Good job. All right, anyways.
L, A, Y, M, A, N, A, N, Y, O, P, Q, R, R. I didn't roll. R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Okay. James said the first one said it's just 2 L's, but same goes for L's. I think he meant R's. But what I'm saying is you're taking the L for just like this, everything. Ooh, Fortnite, I'm Patrick Mahomes. We'll get to that later. Okay, what the hell are we doing? Okay.
W.
No, Patreon. All these benefits stack. For just $1, you become a booster where you get the podcast live on YouTube 1 day early. $3 makes you a sponsor where you can get the bonus episode every... I'm just making sure my kid's not dying. Okay. Every month. $5 makes you a producer where you can watch us record the podcast live on YouTube. $10 makes you affiliate where you get a monthly Q&A episode, which we will be recording after this. If you have any other questions, affiliates, get them in now. There's not a lot, so it's not going to be a long episode. But we're going to record it. And $20 makes you a partner where you can choose the bonus episode topic and record with us if you so choose. Some of our patrons deserve shout-outs, just like our affiliates. James Solar, make sure you check out James Games and more on YouTube. He hasn't uploaded in a while. He will. Right, James? You're good. I got you. Sarah Solar, John Tingley, Derek Bamford, and Mom! Again.
Hey, nowhere to be found.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Was I anywhere near key? Whatever.
It's close enough. Close enough.
As well as now we're canceled. As well as our producers, Steve Appleton, Aunt Sue, also not here, Dustin Downs, and Chris Peralta. Make sure you check out PS Rewind on YouTube. He had a cool Mega Man X unboxing last week. Make sure you check it out, please. If you like cool t-shirts and the like, you can go to teespring.com/stores/2playercoop. Sean, why can you we've been doing this for like 7 years. Hotaka. Oh, why? Yeah, I get it. Okay, that was good.
Thanks.
That's it.
Oh, I don't know. What you were just going to say why.
Igriega, you keep hitting the microphone. Haven't posted anything in a while.
Gets in the way.
I'm glad that you're out of the Matrix, James. Everybody knows I was joking. Also, check out our Discord. If you want to get in there for some fun, it's in the links in the description on YouTube.
It's a good time.
I just want to make sure that everyone realized. What?
just reading it.
All right. Anyways.
Yeah.
Go to the Discord. Links in the description on YouTube. Sean.
Yes.
This was one of the funniest things I've seen because I woke up Friday and I was like, what the hell is happening? Everybody's tweeting this. It's like going crazy. This outlet called GLHF. What do they stand for?
Go leave.
Good luck hawking farts. You hawk loogies, but they hawk farts.
Is that really what it stands for?
No, I don't know what the hell it stands for.
You just came out of that far out of nowhere?
Yeah, far out of nowhere. What have you had? What is in that quote?
Good luck, have fun. That's probably what it is.
Oh my God. If that's it, I hate them even more. Okay. So they, quote unquote, reported that EA was going to be bought by Amazon. Not only was that going to happen, it was going to happen that day.
Right.
USA Today published this story. And then everyone was like reaching out to them. And they're like, EA and Amazon were like, what the hell are you talking about? No. People talk, like Schreier, I think it was, talked to 5-6 people that are high up at EA. And they're like, we have no idea what you're talking about. No. GL, good luck, hawking farts, then retracts the story the same day. USA Today published it. Then USA Today, after this got retracted, they were like, by the way, these people do not meet our editorial standards. But like, they were like, hey, you see that 18-wheeler?
Good luck, have fun.
I do wonder, though. I don't think Microsoft, well, who knows with them. Sony's not buying EA.
No.
I don't think Microsoft, like, they're going through hell to get Activision approved. I don't think they would want to go with EA when you've got all the sports franchises. Like, I don't think you want to go to that level of an acquisition.
Mm-mm.
Amazon does make sense.
It seemed plausible.
But I just thought this whole thing was just absolutely freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sign of the times, I guess. Right? Anybody can... It's like Wikipedia. Anybody can say anything about anything they want, so you know you're getting the best information.
Should we try this? Not now, because it's on the air. Like in a few weeks, should we just put out a tweet that says...
Apple is buying...
Microsoft.
Sure.
They're bringing back Zune. It's not going to be the iPhone anymore. It's going to be the Zune phone.
The Zune phone.
I'm not even kidding. Well, I mean...
We could probably get some traction. We gotta... Yeah. We'll come up with something.
I just thought this whole thing was so stupid and ridiculous. Like, by the time I read through all the tweets saying it was happening, I had already gone back up and was like, this is... No. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Okay, I'm going to just drink my coffee now. I don't care. Good old Amazon. Good luck to you. Sean.
Yes.
What have you played this week? Or do you have any other witty banter like House of Dragon?
I watched the second episode. It was good. I like it. I like where it's going. Who knows where it'll end up, but it does just kind of seem like Game of Thrones on a smaller scale. I don't know. I kind of like it. I watched, as I mentioned in the Discord,
Oh God!
Saturday morning.
Why?
So I randomly just was looking for something on TV, and X-Men First Class was on. I'm like, that's a good movie.
That's a good idea.
So I watched it. Then I found out eventually that it was like a whole marathon. So after that, Days of Future Past came on.
Also good choice.
Good movie. Watched it. After that, Apocalypse came on. Never seen it. Heard some not so great things. I think the hate was a little blown out of proportion. Like,
it was because of that magazine cover where he looked like...
It's like... It was fine.
Zune is awesome. Zune HD was the best MP player ever. Oh, thank you, John.
So, nowhere near as good as the first two.
Right.
But it was fine. Like, I liked how the first two had a lot of, like, political, like... I liked the tone that the first two set. And then the third one was just, like, action movie. Just, here's mutants and they're fighting each other and whatever.
First Class was awesome because of what you said.
Yeah.
Days of Future Past was awesome because it was that, but it was also like, it was almost like Endgame before Endgame on a much, again, smaller scale.
Yeah.
But like, I remember I went to watch that movie with Dad, and he was like, I don't know what the hell happened, but that was cool.
Days of Future Past?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, so I hate to break it to you. Which one was it? I think it was Apocalypse. It was Apocalypse.
Okay, try it again. Apocalypse. Apocalypse. That's gonna be me tomorrow.
Before Justice League, Apocalypse did, in Justice League, the whole thing where like Superman is like watching the Flash. Apocalypse did that with Silver Surfer.
Quicksilver.
He's like running around like beating him, and then you go behind him, boom.
But he did that in every movie.
And then eventually he's like, and then you see him like key into him, and he like
Apocalypse does.
Yeah. So the best part about Justice League they copied from X-Men. I'm sure it's been done.
No, it was not.
Anyways, Apocalypse.
Why?
That one was fine. Not great. Maybe not. I would say it's fine to good. Dark Phoenix is awful.
Damn it. It came out in 2016. Okay.
It's like...
But what? Like, I've never watched it. I never will watch it.
So it's Dark Phoenix. So it makes sense that they would go to space. But it's also like... That's the joke you hear about every Fast and Furious going to space. Well, X-Men went to space, and that's how the movie starts. And she becomes Dark Phoenix. Whatever it is, what it is. At least it makes sense story wise. But then you find out, and everything gets resolved. But they kind of make Charles out to be just kind of a D when he's supposed to be the best dude ever, and he's they make you kind of just not like him in this one. Then Beast Hank goes and aligns with Magneto at one point, and they both basically just decide, okay, well we're none of this half measure crap. We're gonna go to New York City, find Jean, and just kill her. We're gonna kill her. That's what we're gonna do. That's our plan. We're gonna find her and just kill her. And then, so now you've got Cyclops and the rest of them who are no, we can't let them do that. We gotta stop them. So then they all go to New York City. Meanwhile, there's this weird alien race that they just kind of show up with no backstory whatsoever. It's just very weird. I don't even really know how to explain it, but it was terrible. It is every bit as bad as everybody made it out to be.
Is it worse than Justice League?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Holy crap. Okay.
Because Justice League had some redeeming things. I feel like this had nothing redeeming about it. It was just there's nothing good to say about that movie. It was terrible. I know you watched Endgame. I was able to cleanse my palate right before I came over. I caught Endgame on TV. Basically from when Steve and Tony go back to the 60s, 70s, whatever, 70. To get. So from then on, I watched it. So it's still a perfect movie.
Like I was saying in our Discord yesterday. First off, we should have seen what was coming. I texted you that.
Yep.
It was when you go back and watch it, it's so obvious. But also, I'm sure I've seen lists where this is number 12 out of 22 movies. I'm you're just trying to be like me.
Yeah, that's I was stupid.
Oh, you people like Friends. Friends sucks. I don't like Friends. I'm never going to watch Friends. That was me in the 90s.
To me, if you're going to say if it's not the best MCU movie, I can maybe get behind that if you say the best one is Infinity War. That's the only argument I'm willing to listen to about it not being the best. And I think it's close, but I think Endgame is better.
Well, so the day before, Casey and I watched Infinity War. And while I love that, I think Endgame is definitely better. The best part of Infinity War is the train scene when it's going by and you're like... And
I don't know if that's the best, but...
To me, when he comes...
Man.
The hair that I wish I had... Marvel fans love the Justice League. Yeah, because it killed the DCEU, John. That's why they loved it. Endgame, it is still... Watching it, I cried again. I was like...
Yeah. Cap showing that he's worthy. On your left, I am Iron Man.
The last hour.
The funeral, everything just every time I watch it, it like gives me chills. It hits me in the feels. It's just like,
well, there's one moment before that. Once the Soul Stone is acquired, it's over. From that for the next hour 15, whatever it is to get to the end. I'm like, ugh, when Hulk's like, Hulk smash, I was like,
but even when I watched,
don't even
when I watched No Way Home again, it's still a great movie.
It's not the same.
It's not the same being in a theater full of people when Andrew and Toby show up. Right. It's still awesome, but I was trying to force myself to like, oh my God. I'm like, man, this is cool, but it's not
still awesome. But yeah.
Endgame, I feel like, it'll never top that first time seeing it. But it still hits me every single time I watch it to this day.
So this morning I was listening to when Casey was just over there eating his Cheerios, whatever. I pulled up my Amazon Music on my phone, and I just played Alan Silvestri's Portals from Endgame, which is that whole, like, you can hear it in your head right now. Yeah. It's building up. He's got the broken thing, whatever. And he looks on your left. What? And then portals start to and then it's like it builds and it builds, and then it's just dun 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 dun, dun. Assemble. And it was just like watching that last night. I was just like when he like I'm, and
just the look on Cap's face when they all show up and he's just like,
oh, thank God.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
And the funny thing is, like, because I was not a big Marvel guy before this, like I never even knew, like, I was like, have they never said Avengers? Like, even I know Avengers Assemble is a thing, and I saw the first Avengers. I didn't see the second one until
they tease it at the end of Ultron.
Okay.
He's like, Avengers, and then credits.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah.
But then Casey was like asking about the hammer and stuff, and I was like, well, if you watch this other Avengers movie, which is fine, it's good. It's good. It's better than 5. It's an 8 out of 10. But like when you rank it against the first one and the last two, it is clearly 4th.
I think Ultron. It's probably the 4th, but like I don't know that the first one I don't know that it's aged as well as some of the movies.
But it seems very we had never seen anything like that before.
It was just the first time that I mean, I think because of that it gets some bonus points. It's a very good movie.
Also, it's so funny to see in Endgame, Matthew Berry is just like talking to Senator Robert Redford about fantasy football. You know, it's so weird, but like, I think he's been in one other movie too. I can't remember, but yeah, Endgame's great. What are we talking about?
He was in. He was himself. Oh no, I'm thinking of The League.
He was in The League.
Matthew Berry, yeah, but he was just Matthew Berry, and I think Ruxin.
Oh God!
Ruxin met him at a bar one time, and I don't remember.
Please tell me he punched Ruxin in the face.
I feel like maybe he did. Like they did not get a lot. I don't remember how it played out, but yeah.
Good old Ruxin. I wish the League would come back. So yeah, Sean. Anything else? You want to get to what we've been playing? What have you been playing?
I randomly saw on Twitter and then randomly decided to check it out. There was an update, I guess DLC update, whatever you want to call it, for Bloodstained. Did you see this?
Yes.
Ritual of the Night? Yeah. No. Yeah, Ritual of the Night. They added some content as like a mashup with Journey. And I was like, oh.
Okay, right.
It wasn't that great. It was like one new area. There's like a boss at the end, and you get like the Journey like scarf to wear, and it's not even.
Does it do anything?
It's got like some buffs to your stats, but like not as good as some of the other scarves that I already had. So I'm like, and I think you have to be pretty late in the game to be able to get to the area. So I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird, but I'm like, whatever. I'll dive back in. That game took me a little bit to. I just couldn't remember how to do anything. And I eventually remembered how you can do the upside down, like invert. Yeah. And you do like down, up, jump.
Why
to like
did you
flip.
say that?
Because that's what she said. She says invert.
She does?
Yeah, every time. Invert.
Wow, it's been a long time.
Yeah, that was fine. It was like 15, 20 minutes. There's not a whole lot to it. Then I played It's called Child of Light. It was a random game I found on PS Plus a while ago. Never got around to playing it because I don't think there's a platinum. So I downloaded it and then I was like,
no way. Really?
Yeah, I think. But anyways, I was like, I'm bored. I want to play something. So I started playing it. I thought it was like a Metroidvania game. It's very like hand-drawn looking.
Mm-hmm.
You know the game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I feel like I had never heard of it. It kind of looks like it's supposed to be like a storybook kind of thing, and like
I didn't know
all
that.
the dialogue is like rhyming, and it's pretty cool.
It is Ubisoft,
not
right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is not a Metroidvania.
Okay.
There may be some backtracking and stuff. It is a full-on turn-based RPG. It's like side-scrolling, but like you go to a separate thing for your battles, and you have like this little light orb thing that you can put on the enemies and like hold it, and that slows the enemies down so your thing fills up so you can attack before they do, or you can do it on yourself to like heal. It's got some cool things, some cool like mechanics and stuff, but
I've heard nothing but good things about it, but I did not know
it seems
kind of turn-based.
It seems, yeah, I had no idea. I'm sure it says it in the description or whatever.
I thought it was like a side-scrolling. I thought it was like Zelda 2, but good is what I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
Not Metroidvania or anything like that.
No, I don't know why I thought it was Metroidvania, or maybe I just thought it looked cool when I was looking for Metroidvania games, and then somewhere along the line I conflated the two.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking of Hyper Light Drifter.
Oh. So you have no idea what this is?
No, I know what it is, but
okay.
like when I said
it's
Zelda,
beautiful.
I was like,
it looks
yeah.
really cool, but not at all what I thought it would be. But I played it for a little bit. It seems fun. I might go back, but we've got other stuff to play.
We've got a lot coming this week, tomorrow.
I've also decided the itch has become too great. I'm ready to go back to Elden Ring. But I'm probably going to wait.
Because
probably
of Chris.
between... that's what started it, yeah. And I keep seeing people on Twitter that are playing stuff. But I think probably between Last of Us and God of War, I'll probably play through New Game Plus. Just because I'm like, I want to go back. I need to play it more.
Been there, done that.
So, but yeah, that is all I've played.
So I do think after... Oh, poor Nick. Is it pouring?
It sounds like it.
Oh, God almighty. Okay. And lightning. Okay. Great. We got a big old red... Well, no, we're in the green, I guess.
Well, but it's coming that way.
That's how it starts.
That's how it starts.
What I really want to do, because we were talking about it on the Discord, is after Cowabunga Collection, I'm going to get the Platinum. After Last of Us Part 1, I want to go back to Horizon. I want to get the Platinum. I knew you were looking at me funny, but I didn't know why. Now I do.
Okay, so you are going to finish Horizon.
I want to.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I beat it.
No, I know. I mean, finish as in platinum it.
And then delete it, yeah. But because...
I feel like that is going to be rough.
Yeah.
Just because you're so, like, out of practice now.
Well, yeah. Before I get into what I was really playing this past week, I did, after an hour... I think it took me an hour and a half on Friday. I did it for like an hour at lunch, and I was like, this is impossible. This is not possible to get this one effing trophy. And I walked away, go work, come back, another 30, 45 minutes. I finally got that stupid effing trophy in Stray, the don't catch me trophy. I have never in my life... I know I talked to you a little bit about it on Friday, but like I have never in my life seen a trophy that is so difficult and also so incredibly freaking mind-breakingly stupid. There are so many times. So basically, when you're at the end of chapter 2, I think.
2 or 3.
When the aliens first show up, not a spoiler, you know they're aliens in freaking Stray. When they first show up, you have to get through the first encounter with them without getting caught. Oh my God. I'm running down alleyways. Like I said in our Discord, I think I failed at this more times than I failed at killing Melania. Two completely different things. I get that. But like, I remember I was flashing back to when, what's his name? Andrew Goldfarb was saying that like, by the way, this dude has platinum Elden Ring on PS4 and PS5, new saves. Got all the gamer points, whatever it's called, on Xbox, and got all the Steam achievements. Yeah, so he's obsessed. And he said that this stupid trophy was harder than anything in Elden Ring.
No. I mean, I could see maybe everything but Melania? Maybe? But, I mean, I struggled with it a little bit. I would guess it took me, I'm thinking back, probably 20 to 30, maybe 40 tries.
It took me 75 to 100 tries. I'm not bullshitting at all. Like,
yeah. Oh, I believe it.
It was so, there was times when I would be like, at the beginning it's easy, and you go to the right and they come this way. Go to the left, they come this way. And then you go back to the right and there's some kind of like going up here a little bit. And then one of these stupid ass little aliens would just be like, meh! I'm like, okay, I move out of the way. It would hit a freaking trash can, flip up in the air, and land on me. And then I'm like, okay, don't get pissed off because of that. It's fine, whatever. But then you have to go down these little skinny little alleyways and stuff. And like, oh my God, it was stupid. So the fact that I've now gotten that, I can get this platinum now.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. I just got to get the speed run, the badges, the memories, scratching and everything, and scratching on the...
So the way... talking about this and thinking about it again, I've realized it's not nearly... I mean, it sucks. But it's not as bad as the stupid chocobo race thing in Final Fantasy X. That's kind of what it's reminding me of because of all like the bobbing and weaving and all the random. It's like it's almost random if you beat it or not. You just have to get like a lucky run where you don't get hit by anything. But yeah, it's bringing me back to that now.
Right. But the
so you haven't played it at all since getting
after that. I said no.
Just,
I need to walk away. I'm probably going to walk away for a couple of weeks, I would guess. But yeah. But the other thing, so I saw this stat that players in the U.S. have the lowest platinum percentage for the entire world when you take into account every region. Europe and Asia have the highest.
Like percentage of people who platinum games that they start?
Yes.
Basically?
Okay. So I said, you know what? Sean's doing his part. I need to do my part. So a couple of games came out this week. I'm invested. I had to see the trilogy through. Space Kabaam 2 was already out 2 weeks ago or something. Space Kabaam 3 is now out as well. And you know what? I had to see it through. And you know what? I had to get 4 platinums. PS4, PS5. PS4, PS5.
I didn't even know there were a Space Kabaam 2, let alone 3.
I'm aware. That's why I didn't tell you because I wanted to spring this on you now. By the way, so do you remember what Space Kabaam is?
Vaguely. I mean,
it was the vertical shooter, but
yeah.
nothing scrolls. You're just like on a JPEG of a moon or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, pew, 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 pew. These come this way, boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And then they come this way and you got to blow up the boss, whatever. I will say, Space Kabaam 1, by far, like, I don't remember if you remember. I don't know if you remember. When I played the first one, I got my butt kicked by that game. Trying to get the platinum. I was like, this is an easy platinum. What the hell is happening? Space Kabaam 2 on PS5, I got the platinum on my first try without dying. PS4, I died once, got the platinum. You have to die to get the platinum. PS5 on 3, I got the platinum. PS4 on 3, I got the platinum. No deaths.
I wasn't sure if you were going to say 2 and 3 were way harder than 1 or way easier.
1 was way harder.
Okay.
You want to know why? So if you remember in Space Kabaam 1, I know you're going to go get the platinums tomorrow.
Of course.
Yeah.
Maybe not tomorrow, but this week.
The way Space Kabaam worked was you had to get through like, it was either 5 or 6 bosses to get the platinum. I can't remember. You had to get to like 100,000 points or 150,000 points, whatever it was. But you had 1 life bar. In Space Kabaam 2 and 3, every time you beat a boss, a little plus floats down. You grab it, get all your life back. I was like, well, this is freaking easy.
So other than that, does it
It's the exact
look
same.
and play the
It's
same?
the exact same thing.
Okay.
Now in Space Kabaam 2, instead of 1 boss, you have 2. Like instead of one of the things going boom, boom, you get 2 boom, boom.
Okay.
Space Kabaam 3, guess how many bosses?
4.
Yes. No, 3. But like, it is still kind of fun. It is so. I mean, whatever. I know Colin's mad about all the crap on the PS Store and everything, but I'm like, I see your point. But every once in a while, I just want to buy these stupid games. So I spent $3 on 2 games that got 4 platinums.
2 games, $3,
I should have said
4
that.
platinums.
Yes, I'm aware. I should have said that. Yeah. And I could stack. I'm not doing any of the stack. I'm not doing any of that crap. Like,
No,
you download
even
and
that's where
restore
I
it. Yeah,
draw.
I'm like,
the line.
that's too much. But there, you will get. I got 4 platinums on my lunch break on Thursday or Friday. I forget which day it was. It was like an hour to get 4 platinums. And I'm not proud, but I'm not ashamed either.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go get them too.
So that's it.
Did you ever platinum Kana?
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah, you cheated.
I didn't cheat.
You did cheat.
I didn't.
You exploited it.
I used the tools that were available to me.
Yeah, and I tried to, but my stupid PlayStation updated the freaking game when it wasn't supposed to. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, you beat it on hard mode. You saved, you loaded up. You're like, oh, play this in ultimate difficulty. I will load up in my meditation spot. And I'll go, boom, platinum. Okay, good job. Jackass.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was you. It was exactly what you did. So next week, we're both going to have 2 games or 14 games to talk about.
I've never heard of this game.
My colonoscopy. I will also talk about my colonoscopy next week if I live and don't die.
Our notes just say, next week, Last of Us Part 1, Cowabunga Collection, and Kevin's colonoscopy. That's a platinum I don't want to get.
You already got it. Not for me, for him.
This is the sequel.
This is the sequel. This is revenge of the shit. But yeah, next week we're going to talk about the Last of Us Part. You're getting it day 1, right? I've already preloaded it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
Are you
what,
getting
next?
Cowabunga? It's Friday.
This Friday?
Tomorrow's Cowabunga. Well, as we're recording, tomorrow's
Oh,
Cowabunga.
geez. I thought I had more time in between.
No. But I mean, we can get the platinum in 3 days.
Probably.
I'm not going to race you. I'm not saying that.
No.
But like,
I should be able to.
also, reviews went live for the Cowabunga collection, and they're saying that there's no screen flickering on the NES. There are enhancements for games like God Mode and stuff like that. There's like audio and video strategy guides and stuff. Like, I am so excited to finally play this tomorrow. I cannot freaking wait. Like, I know I can play all these games.
It
on
seems
my
like we've been
Raspberry
hearing
Pi.
about this forever.
Yeah. But I'm so excited to play it. And then Last of Us Part 1. If you're not excited, that's cool. If you are, that's cool too. I'm excited to play the best Last of Us.
Are you Rob Van Dam?
Rainbow from the ground up for the PS5. Sean,
Yes.
you want to get news of the week?
All right.
Hey, opening night. So it was a slow news week because we had opening night live last week as well as Gamescom. And we're going to go through everything that was announced at opening night live as well as Gamescom, including talking about everything, meaning everywhere. Everywhere is the new game from Leslie Benzies' new studio. It's an open world game. They're shooting in vehicles. They're talking about building a new world where gamers can hang out and stuff. It's planning to come out next year. I don't understand what the hell is happening with this game. Did you see this? Like, it's like Fortnite on steroids, and then dude wakes up and he looks like he's in Dead Space or something. Like, you go from like Fortnite to photorealistic stuff, and I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Also, they're hiring for NFT people with NFT experience, but we're not doing blockchain. We're just hiring people to research it.
Okay.
The fact that this let it off, first off, this is not coming out next year.
No.
There's no way. But any thoughts on Everywhere? Because you're to me.
No, I don't think I care. Not for me.
Do you care about Dune? Dune.
Never saw the movie.
Have you seen any of them? Read anything? I have not.
I know nothing about Dune other than that it exists. And people seem to love the new movie.
Yeah.
So I do kind of want to watch it. I just haven't yet. But, yeah.
Well, Dune Awakening was announced. It is an open world survival MMO that is only coming to current gen and PC. We saw that a lot in this show. I will say that makes me happy, because can we just stop at this point? Like Madden and MLB and NBA 2K, those can come out on last gen. We got to move on. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I was happy to see this. All I know is the dude just kept talking about fear, and it was a CG trailer, which is going to be a theme in this, and it seems like it's a theme for Keeley every time he does a show. It's just 90% of the stuff is CG. So I don't know what the game actually is. Nothing about this trailer told me that it was an open world survival MMO.
No.
But they told me.
Exactly, yeah.
The CG looked great, but whatever. Then the only thing we got from PlayStation, the DualSense Edge was announced. Thoughts on the name?
I dig it. It gives you an edge. Like, it's fine. I mean, you can't call it the Pro.
Why not? We haven't had a DualShock Pro. So now, when the PS5 gets
because then it's just going to be, so it's for the PS4 Pro. Like, it's just,
no,
they've already used Pro. I don't know.
So the PS5 Pro is going to be the PS5 Edge?
No, you can call your systems the Pro. Call your controllers the Edge.
You think you know me?
Yeah.
You know, he was called, do you remember he was called the Edge at first? Do you remember that? He wasn't just Edge, he was the Edge.
Like in promos, or even when he was wrestling?
Like in the graphic, the Edge.
No, I don't remember that. I remember that being his name, but I thought by the time he started wrestling, he was just Edge.
It is a highly customizable... No, it's a high-performance, ultra-customizable controller that has customizable controls, back buttons, changeable stick caps, and on-controller interface. It does come with a carrying case, 6 analog caps, and 2 variations of the back buttons. We will talk more about this in our Q&A video for our affiliates. Then we got gameplay for the Callisto Protocol. I didn't want to watch this, but I couldn't not.
I didn't watch it.
It's so freaking good. So it's more... Callisto Protocol. It's Dead Space. You've got the health bar on the back of the guy's neck and everything. He's doing his whole like Jedi Force push thing where he grabs somebody and then he
throws him into a fan.
Throws him into a grinder thing. But then Glenn Schofield talked about how if you see an enemy that has tentacles coming out of them, you want to kill them quickly. Because the tentacles mean that they're going to mutate. There was one enemy that got its friggin' head blown off. And it was just like, and it kept going and going. You didn't kill him quick enough. So then it's like, new head, bigger. It was like Doomsday.
Wow.
There was a death scene where you're going. So there was that. They showed some stealth gameplay. Then the second part of the gameplay trailer they did was you go through this. You're walking through these pipes like in a sewer or something. And and he's like, oh no, water's coming, oh no, and then it's like a flood. He's like, oh pff. So you're going down these pipes go for like 3 miles or something, because you're going down and there's these pipes or something in the middle and you got to steer around them, because dude kept hitting me. He's like, oh! So you got to steer around them, and then you fall, and then you got to do it again, blah, blah. Then you do it again, and then it gets to the end where you have to time it just right. There's this huge fan, probably 30 feet like diameter, and he timed it wrong just so they could show what happens, and the fan catches you as you're going up, and then it's like, half your body falls down, you're dead. I'm like, I want to play this game, but I'm also like, I don't know.
Do we know when this supposedly is coming out?
December 2nd, I think.
This might be like a Christmas kind of game for me. I'm like, it's not Christmas if I don't ask for a game.
It's not Christmas without, dismembered body parts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'll probably play it.
I will say the one thing I noticed, and it might have just been the stream, but the whole water slide gameplay thing. What?
It's pun stream.
Oh, okay. It was running at like not even 30 FPS. So I'm hoping that was the stream. I didn't go back and watch like the not streamed version, whatever. But
yeah.
I'm hoping it was just because it was streamed. But I'm in for it. Next up was The Lords of the Fallen, which is a sequel or a reboot to the old game called Lords of the Fallen. So apparently this was going to be Lords of the Fallen 2. And just like Layers of Fear 2 became Layers of Fear,
they decided to just call it
The Lords of the Fallen. Suck my balls. I told you this would happen. Not with this game. This game looks super cool. I don't even I remember the name Lords of the Fallen, but I don't remember Are You Afraid of the Dark? No, I remember.
But do you remember Alone in the Dark?
I don't I remember this game, but I don't remember if I think people were saying it's like a high 6 on Metacritic, like 67, 68, something like that. This looks cool, but I texted you, I was like, obviously it's a Dark Souls clone, but for the most part, except for something we're going to talk about later, I'm like, if it's not made by From, I don't really think I care.
Yeah.
Did you see any of this?
No, but I'm kind of with you on that. There was one, and it was a PS Plus game, I think earlier this year. Mortal Shells, maybe.
Yeah.
That is supposedly a pretty good non-From Soulsborne game. And so I was in, and I played it for 5-10, which is never enough time to, especially with Soulsborne games. I don't think that's ever enough time to really grasp it, but it didn't do it for me. I don't know. I want my Soulsborne games to be the real thing.
Yeah.
I don't want no Mrs. Buttersworth. I want the real syrup.
The what?
The real syrup.
Syrup. It will have online co-op. The world is going to be 5 times bigger than the first game. It is going to be made in Unreal Engine 5, so that's cool. It's current gen PC only, and yeah, I'm intrigued, but I think I'm good. Then a quick little announcement: Moving Out 2 is announced for 2023. It will have online co-op. Do you remember Moving Out? Do you remember what the acronym is for the movers? Fart. That's a burp. There's fully automatic
relocation team.
I think so. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's coming out next year. Good for them. Hogwarts Legacy got a new trailer. I don't think there was any gameplay in this. I don't understand. This game, first off, it's not for me. I've seen one Harry Potter movie. I've never read one word of the books. Word of the books. That sounds like a video game. Some of these are like AI generated names anyways. Word of the books could be a thing. Where are you at with this?
Oh, I don't
Have
care.
You read them at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I think
Have
I've
you seen them?
I saw the last two, or the part 1 and part 2 of the last one. And I remember going into it, I had no idea what was going on. And I think it was because I hadn't seen
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
No, I started watching them at one point, and I think I saw maybe the first like 3 or 4, and then I missed whatever was between that and the final one. But then I saw the final one and had no idea what was going on. I didn't care. I don't know. It's like I kept trying to get into it, and I couldn't.
I just remember. So I saw the first movie, and there were parts of it where I was like, "This feels like it could be a Zelda movie."
Yeah.
So that was cool. But then I was like, I don't want to read the books or anything. But
Right.
I know it's passed me by. I get that. Hopefully the game's good. It does look kind of cool, but I just have no connection to it. They talk about the dark arts and the dark magic and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
dark farts. New Tales from the Borderlands, which leaked last week, was confirmed for October 21st. Got a cool trailer. I can't with a game like this. I don't know if they showed gameplay or not.
It's hard to tell. Yeah.
Dying Light 2, The Bloody Ties, got a DLC trailer. It's out October 13th. Tortuga was announced, which seems like it's a boat strategy game. I don't know. Destiny 2, Lightfall got a trailer. It's coming out in February. We had already seen a trailer for that before it. Then we got a trailer for Sonic Frontiers. I am not... So first off, Sonic has a friend that's a rock. He looks like a Korok. And it's dancing around like a Korok. But it's a rock. It's not the rock, but it's a rock.
It's a co-rock.
It seems like there's side-scrolling levels. It seems like inside this open world there are levels, which I saw some people saying were like copy and paste from old Sonic games.
But then some people are like, no, they're doing that on purpose because I'm like, I don't think they are.
To me, what it reminds me of is Mario Odyssey with the 2D levels inside.
Right. I bet there are some cool parts of this game, but I don't think I care about this game. I think it would be very unmemorable at best if I played it. It does nothing for me. Honestly, I don't think other than Sonic 3D Blast.
That's what I was
I don't think I've played any of the 3D Sonic games. It just doesn't seem like it translates. Either you're Sonic and you're walking around, which feels weird, or you're just running really, really fast, but it's just this wide open space because it has to be because of how fast you're going. So I don't know. I don't think Sonic really
The
works.
only 3D Sonic I've really put any time into, and it was a half hour, outside of Sonic 3D Blast, was on the Wii, was Sonic Colors.
Yeah.
That was fun for the little bit I played, but like...
And don't you just like, I don't know if it's a common thing across all of them, but you jump
you go,
and you just hit a button which just automatically just flies you into the enemy. So like, it just seems so weird.
It's
to
almost
me.
like it's Sonic crossed with a rhythm game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not just like, whatever. But it's coming out November 8th, so the day before God of War Ragnarok. Good Lord, are you kidding me?
It's a bold strategy.
See if it pays off, Cotton. So not only them, also Skull and Bones. Also, why is God of War coming out on a Wednesday? That is still so weird to me. Like, did they just not want 11/11/22?
God of War's Day.
God Almighty, are you pregnant? Because your dad jokes are just getting out of control. Then we got Under the Waves announced, which is a Quantic Dream published game where you are in a submarine and the guy doesn't want to come back to Earth. So I don't know. It's out next year. Goat Simulator 3 got a trailer. It's out November 17th. Did you ever play the first one? Was it ever on PS Plus or anything? I don't think it was.
Not that I know of.
This looks so stupid in the best way possible. You're a goat that's just going, but then all of a sudden you've got like freaking lasers and stuff, and you're solving like I thought the whole thing. I thought it was like a sandbox game where you just run around and mess with people,
like Goose Game.
Yeah, no. These goats have superpowers and they can fly, and also you can be a cow and a pig and other stuff. So they're shooting lasers out of their freaking eyeballs. I don't know what it is, but oh my God. This is one of those games that I hope it's coming to Game Pass day one, because I would be like, yes, I will play it for
I would play
free.
this. Yeah, I would play it for free. Other than that, I don't think so.
It looks so stupid and so amazing. Return to Monkey Island is coming out September 19th. on Switch and PC, which is also International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Also, if you pre-order the game, you get horse armor, which is a hilarious joke making fun of Skyrim or Oblivion. I forget which.
I don't remember.
But he's like, yeah, you get
It
horse
does
armor.
nothing.
It does nothing. It just sits there on your... It does nothing. But yeah, I mean, you can do it and there's no monetary value. But I just thought that was funny. Part of me wants to play this, but like...
I'm tempted. But I think in the end, I probably won't.
Yeah. Then here we go. Oh, Moonbreaker, Subnautica developers' next game. It's a turn-based sci-fi game. This is the one where it's a turn-based sci-fi game, but you're turn-based and you're controlling like pieces in a board game.
Okay, this is when I started watching. It didn't really. It just looked too. I don't know.
It looks like it should be an iPhone game.
Exactly. Yeah, it is not for me. But yes, it feels like an iPhone game.
Then there was Friends versus Friends, which is a card-based shooter. And then we get to my game of the show. And I had no idea this was coming. I heard like people were tweeting about this before the show. I don't think I had ever heard of it before last week. Lies of P, which is frickin' Pinocchio. By the way, this has been in the public domain since 1940. Yeah.
Wow.
Lies of P, it's out next year. It is Game Pass day one, so I will be playing this. Souls-like game inspired by Pinocchio. I think I got too many N's and not enough C's when in the write-up there.
It looked fine to me, but you may be right.
What do you think of Lies of P? Like, people are saying, oh my God, this is the closest thing we're going to get to Bloodborne. I'm like...
People are hyped about it, but I don't know. It's another one that I kind of want to play, but I don't know that I'm willing to spend money on it. Like, if it was on PS Plus,
I have an Xbox,
I would play it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
This game looks insane to me. Like, I think that this easily, to me, was the game of the show. I don't know why people are saying Bloodborne. Like, maybe I need to go back and watch the gameplay. Like, I don't know if there was a lot of, like instead of shield or parry, you've got a gun. I don't even remember. I just know I was watching it and being like, this is great. Like, I guess it's Bloodborne, but with robots.
It's an obvious
instead of
Souls-like game, but I don't know why Bloodborne
like, even the UI,
specifically.
everything, like, you got the items down here. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I think this looks freaking awesome.
It could be fun, yeah.
But again, I've got an Xbox. He does not. So I will play it on Game Pass day one.
Well, you gave yours away.
I mean, it's right there. I'm just going to... I told them, I said, you can keep it up here, and then when I want to play something, I'm taking it back.
Yeah.
Or I'll just buy a Series X. Who cares? I think it looks awesome. You're trying to figure out which is which, aren't you?
Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the one. I'm like, wait, is that
The
really?
one? Hey!
Yeah.
You didn't mean
I
the
did.
one. Okay.
But it worked out pretty well.
Atlas Fallen was announced. It's coming out 2023 to current gen and PC. I was watching this trailer and I thought it was Forspoken. So this is the part where I'm like, okay, the whole CG, like the reason I loved Lies of P so much is it was actual gameplay. This thing was just like, here's Valkyrie from Thor, and then she's got somebody else that shows up and she goes down on the sand or whatever. And then she's got like a red sword, or the guy's got a red sword, and I think she's got one too. And then they stab it through this thing, and then it goes away, and then they turn around. And of course, something bigger's coming, and it's just all CG. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what is the game? What is the game?
I remember this title, but honestly, I don't remember. I mean, that's got to tell you something. To me, it was apparently very forgettable.
Yes.
I remember the title. I remember nothing about it.
Well, because it was AI generated.
Yeah.
Homeworld 3 is out next year. Genshin Impact got a new trailer. Thank you to the Discord, because I thought this was a battle royale. Did you see this happening in the Discord when I was like, holy crap, this is actually Breath of the Wild? Basically, I was like, what I thought the whole thing was like, it was a Breath of the Wild battle royale.
No, I knew it's basically Breath of the Wild, but
Yeah.
I never cared.
We got a new trailer for that. We got a trailer for Honkai Star Rail, or Raleigh, as I wrote here, which is coming from the same dev. High on Life got gameplay. Okay, what do you think about this game? This is the game with the talking gun.
Yeah.
I've never watched Rick and Morty in my life. I don't understand why it's so funny. I don't care. part of me was like, at first I was like, this looks good, this looks funny, and then I was like, oh my god, I've been watching a trailer for 3 minutes and I just want to shoot myself.
It looks kind of fun, but just tone it down. Like, I don't need a face looking at me throughout the whole game, just talking. Like, I get it. It's cool that your gun can talk to you and whatever, but like,
also that trailer went forever.
Yes, I couldn't play that game with that thing just constantly talking to me. Cool idea, but just dial it down execution. A little bit.
The boss fight went way too long. And of course, I cannot play this game with my kids around.
No.
They're like, F this, F you, like whatever. And also, I'm shooting this stupid boss with my alien talking gun. And she's just like, you son of a F you. And I'm like, do something. Stop jumping in the thing. And then I go, boom, boom. And then I got a knife. You got a gun and a knife. And they're both talking to you. And I'm like, I don't know. Good idea, bad execution. It will be Game Pass day one, so we'll see. The Expanse Telltale game is out next summer. Killer Clowns from Outer Space was shown. Did you know this was a movie? Like they're like Derek was like, yeah, this, like how I've never heard of this.
I never saw it, but I've heard of it. I think it's like
kind of like Saturday Nightmares or something, or is it way worse?
I think of it as kind of like the Leprechaun movies, where it's like kind of scary, but also just kind of meant to be stupid and funny. I don't know. I never saw it, but I had heard of it.
So that's coming. Then we got the announcement of Scars Above, which is coming soon to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. This is the point where I'm like, I don't remember what this was.
This is around when I stopped. I think I stopped watching here. I think Killer Clowns was the last one I saw.
What was Scars Above?
It's coming soon to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
Then we got Wyro Song, which is a new RPG from the...
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah.
I thought it was WYRD. I thought it was like Word Song.
No, I looked at... Well, I don't know, but Wario said Wyro Song. So I was like,
okay.
And I think Nibel did too.
I mean, I'm sure it is, but I just remember when I saw the
Bye, James. Thanks,
logo or whatever, it looked like it was WYRD. I never heard it.
It was all like bleeding together. And,
yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Age of Empires 4 got a trailer for DLC. Gotham Knights. I am back on the Gotham Knights, not the hype train, but I'm on the train. I'm sitting at the back. I'm in the caboose. But after seeing this trailer where they showed Harley, Mr. Freeze in a freaking Metal Gear, and Clayface and the Court of Owls, I'm like, this is what I think I needed to see. I still want to play as Batman. I still don't believe he's actually dead, but we'll find that out. Who cares? Also, it's coming out early, October 21st, 4 days earlier than it was supposed to. The only issue there is that I'm going to play Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to pre-order it so I can play it a week early. It comes out October 20th. So I'm like, well, shoot. But, so I still think this is one of those that I'm like, okay, hopefully it's at least an 8 on Metacritic. But this is one of those now that I'm like, this could get me through the 2 weeks until God of War comes out. Like,
yeah,
I'm now back very much interested in this game. The fact that they're putting it out earlier than they planned on kind of gives me hope that maybe it's going to review well and it's going to be a good game, and we'll go from there. But what did you think about Gotham Knights?
I just don't care. I think I'm slightly higher on it now than I am Suicide Squad, which before that was flipped.
Right.
But I don't think I really care about either too much.
I'm excited. I just hope it's good. Then we got a trailer for Where Winds Meet, which looks like a fantasy Ghost of Tsushima. So that was there. And then Kojima shows up because I feel like at this point, Jeff Keighley is contractually obligated to have Kojima on. Even if Kojima just goes, hello, goodbye. He just farts and goes away. He did say that he's working on games. He said games. Well, that's what the translation said. I don't know what he actually said. But it said that he's working on games. And he's launching a new podcast on Spotify. I love Kojima. We've been over this a million times. This was ridiculous.
I mean, I didn't even see it, but yeah, it sounded like sorry, but who cares?
When he showed up, I was like, yeah! Like I texted Kojima, and then by the time I texted Kojima, he was like, I have a new podcast with Spotify. I was like, fuck.
You're not going to listen?
No, I don't care about brain structure. Like, no. And it's so in Japan, obviously, it's him talking. What we get is a dubbed version of someone saying what he's saying.
It's like a book on tape.
Yeah, I hate books on tape. Books on tapes. Book on tapes.
Books on tapes and books on tapes.
It does give me hope that he's working on games. Like at this point, we know there's Death Stranding 2 or whatever Life Stranding. I don't know what it's going to be called. And he's working on whatever with Xbox in the cloud. Well, we kind of already... Well, if you would have played the game, you would know. Park Beyond is out 2023. It's a park simulator. Then I wrote down here, effing Pokemon mini car. We got a commercial for a Pokemon Mini. Do you want a Pokemon-themed Mini Cooper?
I don't even understand. Like, is it just a... Does it look like a Pikachu or something?
No, it's just stupid. Also, they said they're going to be back next year with something else to show. I'm like, great. Blacktail's out this winter. Oh, this was the first-person bow and witchcraft game. It looked kind of cool, but I'm not going to play it. The Outlast Trials, it was just gross. The Finals, you're a shooter in a TV show. And then, as I predicted last week, nailed it. I wish this counted for a point for me. Dead Island 2 closed the show after it leaked. To me, it was not as good as the original trailer. What did you think?
I would have expected them to... It almost seems like Goat Simulator did what they should have done. Like...
Well, because Goat Simulator did what they did.
Well, right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think they could have... I don't know. It looks kind of good. I don't know. I still don't know what I think about it. I'm not sure I care, but I may check it out. I don't know.
So there will be 6 playable characters. It is set in LA, which, of course, when you think of islands, you think of Los Angeles.
Of course.
Also, you can pre-order the Hell A. Just the fact, like, I'm glad this game is coming out. But now that I've actually seen it, I'm like, this reminds me of, like, everybody that was pissed off at the new Saints Row because it's just so corny and not even woke or any, whatever that even means anymore. It's just like you're trying way too hard. And this guy's like, drink a beer. I guess I'll grab my baseball bat, go out here. Hey, Nancy, whatever. Okay. Hey, guys. I'm like, I predicted it that this was going to close the show, and it did not feel like a show closer. But again,
yeah,
we have to keep our expectations way in check when it comes to Keeley and these things. But it's out February 3rd, and it's going to be first-person gameplay, apparently. I never played the first one, so I don't know if the first one was first-person. I cannot remember if it was or was not.
I don't think of it as a first person, but
I don't either, but I don't know if I'm thinking of...
I also just have no idea.
What was the game in the mall? The zombie game in the mall. Was that Dead Island? Or was that the other Dead something?
Left 4 Dead.
It was Left 4 Dead. You're right.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Dead Island was. Overall, what do you think of the show, Sean?
It was about what I would have expected. I didn't really watch more than maybe a third of it, and I kind of wish I didn't even watch that much of it. There's nothing on here. To me, the highlight is probably a controller that I'll never buy. Other than that, there's nothing really that I care about. I don't know.
To me, it's, like I said, Liza P is
that's true. Okay.
my game of the show for sure. But outside of that, it was
and
like...
Callisto, but we've already seen that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I would give it... I like Jeff. I know he tries.
I like
know
Jeff
he's
a
got
lot.
to pay the bills and stuff, but it's like... Also, there were so many times where I was like, should I be writing this stuff down? Like, are these just commercials or are these trailers? When he's not saying world premiere. And it's just like, like some of these things I talked about, they might have just been commercials. I don't know. I've just never heard of them before.
Yeah.
There was a lot of PC stuff also, which again, I get it, but that does not speak to me and it never will.
Right.
I would give it like a C-, I guess.
I mean,
without Liza P,
yeah.
this was like a D.
Yeah.
But Liza P is the one that I was like, okay, I'm glad I'm aware of this now.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah. That was Gamescom opening night live. We're just going to do this a little bit differently here. NPD results are out for July. When it comes to software, number 1 for July was Multiverses.
Shocking. I mean,
But
maybe not shocking.
This is what I don't understand. It's free to play.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
So that's just like you downloaded a free game. Congrats. Or does that mean people bought it and then spent a S ton of money on it? I don't know. But it was number 1 when it comes to sales. Number 2, Elden Ring. 3 was Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Xenoblade 3 debuts at number 4. Call of Duty Vanguard, number 5. MLB The Show 22 at number 6. Mario Kart 8, I'm going to say it every time it shows up here. We're never getting Mario Kart 9.
I kind of think you're right.
Digimon Survive. What did you think of that one? That's number 8.
I've never even heard of it.
You never heard of Digimon?
I've heard of Digimon, but
What
I've
are
never heard
Digimon?
of this game.
Are they Pokemon?
They're digital monsters instead of pocket monsters.
Okay.
I think. I don't
What do
know.
you do with them?
Same thing you do with a Pokemon.
You throw a ball at them?
You throw a... I have no idea. But it's basically Pokemon, but digital.
I choose you, Pikachu. Number 9, Minecraft. Number 10, F122. I do not understand why F1... I don't care. I'm not knocking it. I don't understand why F1 has all of a sudden, like over this last year, become like the most popular sport ever. Have you noticed this? Like,
it seems like it's blowing up a little bit. I think it's just like racing for, like non-redneck. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's people who like racing but aren't
They don't wanna
NASCAR
be
fans.
NASCAR.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I don't understand why all of a
Bill
sudden.
Simmons
But
is obsessed.
I don't know how you can get into
obsessed.
racing. Period. F1, NASCAR. I don't care what it is. I don't get it. But
I will say
more
this,
power to you.
With F1, at least, a lot of the courses are like road courses.
Yeah.
And
Not
when
just
NASCAR does like Watkins Glen or something, that's cool. But when it's Talladega and you're just going really fast, you're just like, who's going to crash? Who's going to crash?
Turning left.
I can't
Turning
wait for
left.
somebody to crash.
Turning left.
PS5 topped the U.S. sales in July and 2022 year to date when it comes to hardware in dollar sales. Okay, Pikachu. Wow. You almost put your head through my wall. I didn't finish my thought. The PS5 and Xbox Series have double-digit percentage growth from... I think it was last year. I'm pretty sure it was last year. So nothing too surprising there. I don't understand the multiverses thing. I don't know if that just means downloads or if it means... Because NPD is focused on, like, not units sold. It's focused on... It's got to be...
So it's got to be microtransactions and crap.
Can you not hit the microphone? Just because we have these cool fancy things doesn't mean you can just bong it.
Maybe I need to do...
Wow, that's not loud. What the hell? It's going to fall. I'm going to have to fix this tomorrow. All right. We still got to record another episode after this. So, yeah, I don't know. Now it's time for the wrap-up, Sean. Microsoft, Phil Spencer says that he is pleased with the Activision the Activision acquisition progress. He talks about how he wants to have less exclusives in the future when it comes to games. Also, he's full of crap, and we all know why. Like, I've been beating this drum forever. You want less exclusives, but Starfield? Oh, sorry, man.
Where are you even seeing this? Oh,
I didn't
we're
wanna
supposed to
read
be
it.
down in the wrap.
I am aware. I said, I'm going to change this up, Sean. Keep up. You talk about wanting less exclusives with consoles. You are full of crap. He is full of crap in everything he says. I've been saying this for years on this podcast now.
Yeah.
Period.
So what do you think about the Activision Progress?
The progress is going quite well. He also does want more crossplay games. That's nice, yes. And he also said in another interview that the Activision... I should have just let you go like, where is he coming up with this? That the Activision Blizzard King acquisition was driven by mobile and PC gaming ambitions for Microsoft because they don't do anything in mobile, and PC is really just their own games. So, I mean, they're printing money over there, so I get it. It makes sense. It makes sense. Sony, it was announced, is increasing the price of the PS5 outside of the U.S. due to, quote, a global economic environment, end quote. Microsoft and Nintendo have, quote, no plans to do the same. And to that I add, yet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Obviously, nobody likes price increases. So I don't get. It seems like there's some people out there that are almost like applauding it, which is also weird. But like,
it's people that root for corporations. You shouldn't root for corporations.
Like, I don't understand that. Yeah, well, I also don't get like the vitriol. Like, everything's getting more expensive. Everything. I bought a gallon of paint last weekend.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because
I didn't raise the price.
I bought a baguette.
I bought a baguette. Wait, one time when I went to get gas, I saw there was a sticker of Biden. Not political. I hate everybody in politics. And it was a picture of him saying, I did that. And it was just pointed at the price. He was like, I did that. I just laughed.
I bought a gallon of paint the other day just for like touch-ups. All I really wanted was a quart, but they didn't have the kind that I needed in a quart. So I had to buy a gallon.
$40.
$80.
What the F?
And this is
I feel like Tom DeLonge right now.
And this is like cheap. This is to do
touch-ups.
Like
Sherwin-Williams, like
it's Sherwin-Williams, but it's like the bottom of it. It's like the stuff that Regency uses to just paint every house. So it's probably the cheapest crap.
Yeah.
$80.
Holy crap.
And I had to go to like 3 Sherwin-Williams stores to find it. The one in Collierville said, we don't have it. Go to the one on Summer. So I went out to Summer and they said, we don't have it.
So you spent
Yes.
$25 in gas.
So I went out to Summer. I go in there. I say, hey, they sent me over here. I'm looking for this. They're like, oh, we stopped carrying that like years ago. I'm like, somebody from Collierville called and you said you had this. And they're like, oh, it's probably the old Summer Ave. I'm like,
Irma Gerd, tell me where to go.
I'm like, how far away is that? And they're like, it's like a couple minutes down the road. I'm like, okay, thank God. But anyways, when I was at the Collierville location, I was just looking over the paint they did have. Quarts of probably better paint.
Yeah.
Quarts were like $35, $40. So I'm like, oh, either that's really good paint or paint has gotten really expensive. And maybe it's a little bit of both. But yeah, $80 for a gallon of probably pretty cheap paint.
I'm never repainting anything in this house then. That's insane.
Anyways, my point is, paint's really expensive. Chicken wings are really expensive. Cars are really expensive. Houses, like, everything's going up. I don't know why people would just say, yeah, video games shouldn't. Like, obviously, we don't want prices to go up on anything. But, like, why is...
So, the only thing I can think of, and I have not, because I've been trying to take your lead, I'm not on Twitter that much anymore. What I kind of gather reading some other websites is that people are mad. They're mad to be mad, but people are mad that it's everywhere but the U.S. So, like, people in Europe are pissed. The UK are pissed. Mexico are pissed. Japan, like, Brazil, Canada. Like, they're all pissed because the price did not go up in the U.S. You want to know why the price didn't go up in the U.S.? First off, inflation, as bad as it is here, it's worse everywhere else.
Yeah.
Also, what is their number one market by a mile for Sony? It's here. It just is what it is. Like, and I hate it, but like, it's probably going to happen to Microsoft and Nintendo as well.
Oh, of course. They're going to say, yeah, we're not doing that because it's easy for them to say it now.
Well, because they can say, we have no plans.
Even if they had plans to do it, Sony did it first. And now they can be like, oh, we're not going to do that. And then come like November. All right, we got to increase our prices now. Whatever.
Also, Microsoft is saying they don't think they're going to meet the holiday demand this Christmas. So good luck getting an Xbox. I mean, they're easy to get because nobody wants. Sony announced today that they have acquired Savage Game Studios, one of the worst names I've ever heard. Again, AI generators. We're going to make mobile games. We're going to be Savage Game Studios. But also Sony announced that they have established the PlayStation Studios mobile division. Sony has also promised that they, quote, won't diminish their commitment to console players.
I kind of like it. Like, I want some actual fun games to play.
Yeah, games that don't suck.
I thought when Nintendo was getting into the market, that was
Dr. Mario World was awesome.
That was okay.
Mario Kart World
Mario
Tour,
Kart, not great. Mario Run, not great. Like, give me more games like Castlevania Book of Blood, whatever that game was called.
it's Blood. Like Grimoire of Souls.
Yeah, that's the one.
My God. I cannot believe I came up with that.
I don't know.
You know,
if it means we get some decent mobile games, I'm okay with it.
I would love to see. I don't remember who. I know Square Enix published the games. I don't remember who made them. I'm sure Square owned them, but maybe not. Hitman Go was freaking awesome. I got it on PS4 Platinum, Vita. Well, that was a cross Platinum. That sucked. That should have been 2 Platinums. But you can get that on mobile. There was Lara Croft Go. There was also Deus Ex Go as well. Those are the games that I think are perfect for mobile. Like what I play on mobile, I play my stupid Snood Bubble Pop game.
Yeah.
And I play Words with Friends. That's really it. I used to play SimCity. I don't play it anymore. I'm like, no, I ran out of area and I don't have enough money and I'm just done. Whatever. Right. But like Hitman Go, those kind of games could work. Like just do Uncharted Go, whatever it is. Like,
yeah.
Like those games were so much fun to play. Embracer has completed their acquisition of Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Montreal, Square Enix Montreal, and others. So that $300 million sale is now complete. So now we will see what happens with the rest of Squeenix. I don't think Sony's going to buy them, but actually if they do, I'll be like, okay, I guess I'm not surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Resident Evil 7 was almost a live service game with microtransactions. Are you kidding me? One of the best Resident Evil games ever. The producer
I'm glad it didn't happen.
Said, no.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't happen, but like it shouldn't even have been. It just makes me so mad.
But you got to think they're coming off Resident Evil 6, which was shit.
Well, yeah.
So they're like, how can we milk the name and make money? Thank God the producer said, no, we are not doing that.
Yeah.
Wolong Fallen Dynasty from Team Ninja got some more details. It is set in China. It's bigger than Neo. It does have a jump button. The combat is focused on Chinese martial arts. There is no stamina gauge. 10 different weapon types. It is approximately 40 hours long, and to me it sounds like it is Chinese Sekiro.
Sekiro.
Okay. You should play that.
Yeah, you spit. I don't know.
You spit.
There's another game. Who was it? There's somebody I was just talking.
Neo?
Thymesia or something like that. That's like a new. I think
I've seen
it's
people
new.
playing it. I think it's like early access or something.
Soulsborne-like game. And there's somebody I was talking to.
Was it Chris?
That's what I was going to say, but I don't think it was. Oh, no. It was that guy. I don't know. He's somebody you follow.
Errant Rob?
Maybe.
I think he was playing it, yeah.
But he said it's kind of like Sekiro. And I'm like, the thing I don't like, and I'm not saying, I don't know that Thymesia has it, but I don't like all the grappling stuff, and I don't like how it's all about countering and just waiting for and then just getting your kill shot. Like, I don't know. So that's the only thing that's kept me away from it for all
I
this
just
time.
want Elden Ring DLC. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
Hangar 13 has confirmed in an interview today for Mafia's 20-year anniversary that a new Mafia game is in development. haven't we heard this already? These are those times where I'm like, am I going crazy? Because like, remember when we like a few weeks ago, I was like, Mortal Kombat's getting a sequel. I was like, what the hell? Well, didn't we talk about this already?
I can't keep it all straight.
Resident Evil Village on PSVR 2 will be playable next month at Tokyo Games Showcase. This will be the first time that the PSVR 2 is playable to the public.
That's awesome. I can't wait.
I still am so confused because I know PlayStation UK and PlayStation Australia or something said that it's coming out early next year. But then
US
I think they
hasn't said
deleted those tweets. So I'm like,
oh, really?
Yeah. So, but this could be like when they're like, hey, Housemark, welcome. Blue Point has been acquired. Like it could have been like, obviously their social media team is not great.
Yeah.
The Netflix Horizon show, which I could have sworn was actually going to be an Amazon show, but maybe I'm crazy.
I don't know.
It's being helmed by the Umbrella Academy writer and director, and it will be featuring a young Aloy. I think it's called Horizon 2074. I'm like, okay.
I mean, I guess that's fine.
Everything should just be animated. Can we stop? Look at Castlevania. Like, I'm being serious.
Well,
look at Castlevania.
Yeah.
What?
No, I mean,
Metal Gear.
I think there's some things that this should work, but Resident Evil should work, and it never does.
Well, we'll talk about that here in a second. The BioShock movie. Shock? Is that what it
Shock? I don't know. It sounds like BioShark.
BioShark movie is being written by Michael Green, the writer of Logan and Blade Runner 2049. Now you have my attention. I don't know that this is going to be good either because I don't know how you do.
I read today it's supposed to be like a prequel to the games, but I don't know.
The Netflix Resident Evil series has already been canceled after the first season just came out 6 weeks ago.
Good. Stop.
Did you watch it at all?
No.
I can't watch it.
I don't understand. Resident Evil, like the story writes itself. Why do you keep messing with it? Just, I don't know. Resident Evil should be such a slam dunk of a series or a movie, whatever. Just, it's already there. Just do that.
I can see it in my head right now. Speaking of damn it, Sean. Speaking of Castlevania, like I can see Resident Evil in that kind of like American anime style that they did with Castlevania that was so freaking perfect. The best video game adaptation we have ever seen, period. I can see that working with Resident Evil when you try to put real people and you actually put them in the mansion and it's like, well, the movies weren't
it's
like
blood.
This, so now we're going to put them in the mansion. I'm like, well, you effed that up too. Like, yeah, the dogs jump through the... I assume... haven't seen it. I assume the dogs jump through a window.
Probably.
And I assume that there's a zombie that goes... and then Sean runs away and goes to bed. No, you can't go to bed because you're going to have nightmares. Filming is now complete on the Twisted Metal TV show. Why is this? I feel like I've been negative.
Now, this one, I don't know how you're going to pull that off, but
Anthony
that'll probably be
Mackie.
the one that will be.
Samoa Joe is Sweet Tooth for some reason.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And Will Arnett is the voice, I think, but it's Samoa Joe's body. What are we doing? And also, Nobody Saves the World DLC is coming on September 13th, and Patrick Mahomes is in Fortnite.
I'm so sick of this game.
So now Patrick Mahomes can do a Kamehameha or whatever it's called against Goku while Spider-Man swings in and then Darth Vader cuts his legs off with a lightsaber. That's what this is.
That's Fortnite. Yep.
Like somebody said, I don't remember who, it was probably Colin, I think. It's Ready Player One.
Basically.
It's what it is. God bless him. James, we're going to do community night next week. You're in. You said you're in.
I'm
right?
in. Yeah.
Right.
I'll give it a try.
That's it for episode 295. Thank y'all so much for being here. Like I said, next week we will be back with full thoughts on Last of Us Part 1 as well as the Cowabunga collection. But until that time, Sean, go and take us out, man.
Thank you for playing.